Hi, I'm going to show you today how to create a LessonMate. So you can watch the other two videos about how to use LessonMate for file sharing and the general overview before you get into this. I'm going to specifically use this video just to show you the logistics of how to do it. So when you go to your dashboard, you'll have all of your students enrolled right here. And when it's time to make a student's LessonMate, you're just going to click on the student's name and it'll pop open an open blank LessonMate. I use a template for my LessonMate because it makes it easier for me to remember exactly what I want to touch on each time I create a LessonMate. The way you can make a template is by simply writing what you would want to write and clicking this little save button here. That will allow you to have the template show up every time you create a new LessonMate for any student. This says assignment for 920 because that's the last time that I was writing something in there, so it kind of just stores it in the cloud. Now, if it's easier for you, you can always toggle this show steps toggle right up here, and it will show you exactly what to do. So if I turn that on, it will tell me literally exactly how to make a lesson mate. So step one, give your lesson descriptive title your students can easily reference. If you're doing a makeup lesson, I typically recommend writing a makeup and the date that it's for so that there's no confusion for anyone about why they're getting lesson mate. Step two, write notes, method books, page numbers, reminders. You can embed YouTube videos. Whatever you feel is appropriate for content for the student is what you're going to write in here. If you want to embed a YouTube video, all you have to do is click this little link here, little YouTube one, and insert the URL, and it'll embed the video when you send it off. You can also do headings, bolds, italices, all of the other formatting options, depending on how you like to do it. After this, you choose if it's a makeup lesson or not, obviously, and then you would upload your files. Something that's really important to note is that you can record directly on your browser. I do not recommend it. We've had instances in the past of teachers recording directly to the browser, LessonMate crashes, the lesson that they've created is gone. So the best thing to do is record it directly onto your device and then upload it. So to upload a new file, you would just click new, and this is you can drag and drop whatever you want, or you can use a favorite. Generally, I like to upload stuff to my library and then add favorites. I especially do this for PDFs and things I know that I'm going to reuse for my students. So I can click add favorite, and every lesson that I've ever had here that I've made a favorite in the library section is accessible, and I can just click add to folder. Oh, sorry, not add to folder. You can click add to lesson. There we go. And now it's down there. And I can add as many things as I need to, right? Let's say I want to do that video on how to play this song in addition to the tab, the music notation for the students. So now I would, after I'm done adding whatever I'm going to add, I would just click post lesson and the student will get an email that it's arrived. A couple of things to note. When you're creating your lesson mate, you do want to hit those four main elements that we talk about, right? You want something personalized, an introduction video. You definitely want to have some new content for the student. You want to have a recap of what you did last time and a clear assignment for what to work on for the following week, right? So let's look a little bit about what that looks like. So we're going to look at one of my past lesson mates. And this LessonMate in particular is for a student that I had been working with for years and years, an adult student. So I didn't give her as detailed of an assignment just because my relationship with her is, she'd been taking lessons for years and she's an adult. So she was very kind of self-motivated and would work on specific songs she'd work on. Here's a little intro video that I made for her. Hey Jamie, sorry you couldn't make it today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach to this lesson a couple of videos that I've made in the past. So these are a couple years old, but I think these are both gonna be really useful for you to kind of play around with this week. I want to keep it light for this lesson just because I know you have a lot going on right now. And I want you to feel confident, like you can kind of catch up and spend some time really actually playing your oop. So these are gonna just be a couple of simple exercise videos, but so you'll notice that the intro video is only a minute and a half long. They really shouldn't be any longer because you don't need to say that much. You can give a simple recap of what you did last time or generally what y'all have been working on. And then the content videos. And these are really the most important because this is what makes it a lesson, right? Instead of just a random YouTube video. So these are just a few examples of my content videos. Not really at the same time, but more of like a pluck strum type of strum, like this. Drum is typically done in like country music, some pop and rock stuff. Again, you will notice that this video is only 3.5 minutes long, and my other one is about the same, I think. Let's see, 5 minutes for this one. So 5 minutes is about as long as you'd really want to go. So I found these on it. Yeah, so the student will be able to play along with those and work on that throughout the week. I do believe that at the end of these videos, I have clear assignments about like what exactly to play and how to practice it. I also really love using lesson mates to do play alongs, like play it with me and count us off. So that can be another fun way to use lesson mate. After you've posted the lesson, please be sure that you're marking your attendance in Teacher Zone. You can always also leave a little note in Teacher Zone saying that you sent the lesson mate. We do what's called lesson mate audits. So that means we double check that the lesson mates are actually getting done and sent off to the students on time because it's a commitment that we keep with them. If you have any questions, let me know, but you should be all good.